All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and cut that music. What's up, y'all? What's going on? We are back. Round five. Round
Yes,
five of this WMMA mashup. I'm
yes,
Combo
sir.
Breaker 99. Let them know who you are, man.
This is your boy BJ from No Filter MMA. We back, number 5. Let's get it.
Yes,
It's
sir.
no listen, it's No Filter MMA fight week, combo. I don't know if you noticed that, but I noticed that.
Oh,
It's
you know
no.
I noticed, man. That's why I done decorated the whole picture like this.
Yes,
Cause let me
sir.
let
I
me put this to
appreciate
the let me put this to the side just so everybody see it, man.
that.
Yeah. I already knew. I was like, oh man, this dude, he gonna be having he gonna be
Yes,
rolling.
I was looking forward to this for tonight. Yes, sir.
Cause look, this is your fight week. I'm gonna be, oh man, next week is mine, man. You know,
Yes.
I got two up in there next week,
Yep.
and I'm gonna be sweating, man.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm sweating this week, dog. I'm like, man, let's go. Let's go.
It's going down, man. But yeah, man. What's been going on with you though, man? Like what's been going on this week, man, as far as like what you think of the fights this past weekend, man?
This past weekend was good. I can't complain about that, man. Like I said, like you took, like we were saying in your comment section last night, dude. Like it's a good look for women's MMA right now. Like these women are
Yeah.
coming out here and they putting on a show, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, Jacqueline Amarim trying to be, she's trying to put herself in that in that submission threat category. But I like that, you know what I'm saying? I like that for 115. I like that these submission threats, you know what I'm saying? These girls taking you down. Now 115 is starting to round itself out like 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know what you're doing in there because you're gonna run into Vina Janjadova, Suarez, Dern, Robertson, and then if you go on down the ladder a little bit, you got to deal with people like Jacqueline Amarim. Then you got to deal with people like Vanessa Demopoulos and stuff like that, girls that can take you down and submit you. So, if if you're coming into 115, man, you better know how to get up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man, because I was quick to judge her a little bit when they put her in there with Sam Hughes, but I was like, okay, maybe if she pick up on some things and just work it out, she'll be
Yeah,
good. And they put her in there with some decent competition, but what I'm seeing right now, if somebody goes on a 4-fight win streak, it's time to go ahead and test them.
yeah.
Paul thought I was being hard on her. He was like, she been fighting cans, but I'm like, hey, Angela Hill, that's the next thing right there. I mean, she's
I mean,
below.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, make that happen, man, because I think she's not one dimensional as people think now. I think she is working on some things. Like I saw some wrestling in there as well. But what
Yeah,
about you? I didn't just see grappling. What about you, man?
yeah. I see some good takedowns. But the way she enters into her takedowns is very wrestler like. So
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Um, but she reminded me of Robertson. I can't lie, man. She reminded me of Jillian Robertson, but I feel like Robertson to me is a little more assertive on the feet nowadays. This version of Jillian Robertson
Hmm.
is big and assertive on the feet versus I didn't feel like Jacqueline Amarim was assertive with her hands. I feel like she was kind of like didn't really know what to do with her hands that much, but I think she didn't really want to strike with Poliana Viana like that. And Poliana Viana is a good striker. She got some shots off on Robertson before Robertson took her down. So I got to give her that. But, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
Jacqueline,
Yeah.
I still want to see her be more assertive with her striking.
Yeah. I still need to see that because she's gotten so many finishes that we still don't know what she's gonna look like in like a 3-round fight again. Like we saw what she did last time against Sam Hughes, but I think Angela Hill's going to kind of push her to make her fight more than one round, So I
Yeah.
hope she don't get spoiled with just these 1-round fights. So I want to see her in there with a test. That's all. I just want to see her in there get
Well,
tested.
what kind of test you talk about though?
Stand up test. Like
Like a
somebody
stand,
that's
okay.
yeah,
That's why you're
somebody.
saying Angela Hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody that's really getting to a point where they're well rounded now. That's going to make her work for the work for the takedown. You know.
Yeah. No, yeah. So like who? Like a Loopy or somebody like that?
Oh, Loopy, yeah. Hey, Loopy got the boxing, man. Loopy got the boxing, and
Yeah.
hey, Loopy.
Lupe lost her last fight, right? Or did she win her last fight?
She won that. She won that against.
Oh,
Golovkin.
she won that fight. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Maybe
won that one. I mean, she took a L with that announcement, that she had to, go drop a bomb and everything. But
what did she say again? You got to remind me.
Oh, when she said she had to go to the bathroom. She said something.
Oh
like,
yeah. Lupe was in that. Lupe started dancing in round 3. Lupe was about to shit.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. That's funny that she said that. Lupe was like, yo. I mean, but if it's natural, I always wonder that, like, dude, what happens when they feel like they gotta use the bathroom? And she like the second person that I've heard. Like Derek Lewis was the first one. Derek Lewis was for real. He was like, when they was like Travis Brown looked like he had you hurt to the body. He said, "Nah, man, he just kept kicking me in the stomach, and I gotta go boo boo." Like he was like, that's what the problem was.
Hey, look, and Derek Lewis, he won, man. You might have to take a time out and let him go. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, dude, you
walk him up out of there. You
don't want that dude to explode. Yeah, you don't want him exploding in the octagon. You got away with it with Justine Kish, but Derek Lewis, you don't want that dude exploding in the octagon.
Yeah. Nah, man. Yeah. Man, what'd you think? Because I got your message, man. I told you I was taking a power nap Saturday, and I woke up at like 6:30. And when you dropped that message, I already knew, man, somebody got knocked out, man. Like, what was your reaction to that, man, when you saw it?
Man, like, and you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I didn't get around to doing a post fight on that one, but Chelsea Chandler, man, she's like you was right. Like when you saying she's abandoning technique, like she's not being very technical. Like she's not using her technique. She's not fighting like she should be fighting. Like she fought better in her earlier fights in the UFC than she is right now. She fought better against Norma Dumont, who she was in there running from. You know what I'm saying? She fought better than Norma than she's fighting against, people who are on a lower level than Norma. But but I was surprised. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised at the way Jocelyn Edwards got her out of there, but Jocelyn just looked aggressive in there, man. Like Jocelyn big, you know what I'm saying? And she's kind of when she's in there, like she's kind of aggressive. So the leg kicks were good. I like the leg kicks, man. I like Jocelyn Edwards' pressure, man. And Chelsea just left herself open, and Jocelyn clocked her, dude. I was like, yo.
Yeah. Oh, man, like that's the thing, I still rock with Chelsea, but man, like I just don't want to see her go in there take these type of L's, because shout out to Coach. I was listening to his video, and that's kind of what I feel, man. Like sometimes she get caught up in that Diaz moment, where she want to bang.
That Stockton stuff,
don't go in there and bang, man. Like, Jocelyn Edwards don't got a lot of power, but she's a technical striker, and you saw how she just let him go and it touched her chin and she went down, so
right.
That could have been, Jacqueline Cavalcanti, anybody, they could have dropped it like that if you just, marching straight in or leaving your chin open. So I just don't want to see her go up in there, taking these L's because she want to bang like that, man. You can't bang with these big girls, man.
Yeah, man, because Jocelyn Edwards, man, those kicks to those leg kicks were heavy, dude. Jocelyn Edwards got a lot of muscle in her legs, dude. And
them body kicks. Did you hear
them body kicks? Yeah, those too. Yeah.
She saw Yana doing that, I think. She saw Yana was doing that.
But she kind of sat down on him hard, more than Yana did.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she was sitting down.
You know what I'm saying? Because Yana was kind of using that
back
that
foot.
More. Yes, you know what I'm saying, and boy, Jocelyn Edwards was digging in them body kicks, and I was like, "Yo, Chelsea Chandler can't take too much of that." And then it opened up the head, She attacked her low, and it opened up the head, and she took it.
Shoot, man, they delivered.
My question for you, which I don't think I heard you talk about, was who does Jocelyn Edwards fight next?
Oh man, who's
maybe Yana, since they both beat Chelsea Chandler. Oh no, Yana's fighting Misha. That's right.
Yeah, Yana's fighting this weekend. So man. So this fight should put Jocelyn's number 14 now. She was unranked. Okay. Yeah. So I think she could fight the winner of this fight. She could fight the winner of this fight, or if Jacqueline don't have a fight, she could fight Jacqueline. That'd be a good match. Yeah.
I think Cavalcanti will beat her though.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Cavalcanti will beat her. Like
I think so.
Especially if Jocelyn try to play that striking game.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I don't know. That's a good fight though. If Jocelyn Edwards come out the way she came out in this fight, she'll be held for Cavalcanti. But we gotta see some more consistency from Jocelyn Edwards before we can like
Mm-hmm.
really pick her in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
can really stand on it and pick her in a fight, and knowing what her tendencies and stuff like that. But she's not consistent enough. So
Maybe the loser. What about the loser, Yana and Misha?
the loser of I wouldn't be mad at the Yana and Misha loser. I wouldn't be mad at that.
That
I wouldn't
probably
be
would
mad
work.
at that at all. Her and Yana make for a good fight.
Paul said Nora. No, Nora already beat Jocelyn Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nora already beat Jocelyn Edwards, which I was surprised. I was surprised again. And I wasn't surprised. That was the thing. Like you said, you want to see consistency because Jocelyn be up and down, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't. She's not solid enough for me to like pick her yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't pick her in a fight yet. Like I would still say that Yana or Misha would beat Jocelyn Edwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to ask Paul, man, was that you that Anthony Smith was flipping off, man, last Saturday? Because Paul was there, right? Yeah, Paul.
Hey, I know. Yeah, Paul, was that you?
I thought that might have been Paul, man. Because Anthony Smith's supposed to go out with a bang. You know what I mean?
Bang, man. But that dude, but
don't
that
let the
dude,
fans
though,
steal your thunder.
Man, that dude never stopped though, man. That dude put a beating on Anthony Smith. Like he came out, bro. He came out heavy. And they was talking about it. I seen, some of the old Bloody Canvas guys who moved on. I follow their Twitters, and they very active on Twitter. And they was saying like, this might be a loss for Anthony Smith. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching dudes highlights. I'm like, ugh. I see the pace he fight at, you know what I'm saying? And those high-paced fighters, they wilt Anthony Smith. You know what I'm saying? You come out putting a pace and volume and power on Anthony Smith, like you can fold Anthony Smith. He was a tough dude in his day, man. You got to always give it up for somebody like Anthony Smith, who made it as high as fighting for the title and who's had so many wins in so many different ways and, so many submissions on his record. You know what I'm saying? 60 fights total.
Yeah.
And just a good dude. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see that. But I had a feeling that guy was going to beat him, though. Unless Anthony Smith came out and fight like he used to fight. I'm like, nah, this new version of Anthony Smith, I don't think so. This dude who waits and cowers away and, you know what I'm saying? Like when people are coming after him, he shells up and cowers away. Like that ain't the Anthony Smith I remember watching. I remember Anthony Smith who beat the hell out of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And choked people and submitted people and grappled people and took people down. That was the Anthony Smith I was used to. It seems like John Jones took a piece of him. A lot of people say John Jones takes a piece of a lot of people when he beats them, And they said he took a piece of Anthony Smith, took a piece of Dominic Reyes, took a big piece of Thiago Santos. Took a piece of Alexander Gustafsson, that war they was in.
Mm-hmm.
So, some fighters are not the same after they, the only person I can say was really the same after they fought John Jones was Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, he actually got better in my opinion.
Right. Daniel Cormier learned from those two losses to John Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And went on to become a two-time, I think it was a two-time heavyweight champion, or maybe not.
Was it two-time? Because when he won it from Stipe, he didn't, and then lost it, he didn't get it back.
That's right. He didn't get it back.
He did defend it.
Right.
He did defend it, but he didn't. When he lost it, he didn't get it back.
That's right. Well, two division champion.
Two division, yeah.
I think he was a two-time light heavyweight champion.
Two-time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this dude's been a champion 3 times in 2 different divisions. So I would say he got better.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I'm just happy that the fights for the women have been delivering, and I think they've been fighting with urgency too, man. Like for some reason, like, what do you think it is, man? Is it you think it's the performance bonus that everybody's trying to go for now, or do you think that it's something in the gym where everybody's just being more competitive and it's translating into fights? I'm not knocking it. I hope it continues, but like, what do you think has been woken up in a lot of these women right now?
You got to look at who it is, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at, the momentum that's been put. Look at the example that's being made for them. Like, look at the girls at the top of the division. of these divisions. Look at the champions of these divisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You have to, everybody look at Wei Li just beat Tatiana Suarez. Wei Li is on a new level. Zhang Wei Li is on a new level. Valentina Shevchenko got the belt back from Alexa Grasso. Juliana Pena won the belt back after, defeating Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? So Juliana Pena, look at the people who are at the top of the division. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that it's pushing the girls at the bottom of the division. That's why you're getting Sam Hughes putting on good fights. That's why you're getting Julia Pilastri, getting props for, the performance she put on, even though she lost. You know what I'm saying? You got Jacqueline Emmerich snatching necks out here. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's kind of pushing them. You got some good knockouts. You know what I'm saying? At bantamweight as well. Bantamweight got some good fights, some good finishes at bantamweight. A girl just choked Haley Cowan out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on, dude. It's a lot going on.
Because even Jocelyn Edwards had to get some of the action. That's why I got to give her credit. She even wanted to get some of that. She didn't even want to be known as a boring fighter right there. So she came through. And yeah, like you said, Nora Cornell is a striker, and she comes in submitting Haley Cowan. So I'm like, everybody's looking for a finish right now. So I'm just like, hey, we got to give these ladies a lot of respect right now.
Yeah, you got to give it to them
because they putting in the effort. They putting in the effort.
And another thing too, man, I think that's it is like from the middle of these divisions and up. You know what I'm saying? These are people that's been in the UFC before. Either they've been in the UFC for a long time or they fought their way up and they've had a lot of fights in the UFC and rightfully are in the spots that they're in. Flyweight, you got Erin, Natalia, Manon, Macy, Alexa, you know what I'm saying? You got those girls. They've all been in the UFC for a long time. And, Valentina at the top, you know what I'm saying? All these girls are battle tested, you know what I'm saying? And then you go down the strawweight and you got Zhang Wei Li, Tatiana Suarez, Vina Jandiroba, Mackenzie Dern, Yan Xiaonan, you know what I'm saying? You got those Jillian Robertson, you know what I'm saying? You got girls like that who's been in the UFC for how long? You know what I'm saying? These girls have lost. These girls have all been stopped. They've all took the big losses, every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? These girls, and they back. They coming back. And then bantamweight, you got Juliana Pena. Other than Kayla Harrison, you got Juliana Pena, Rocky Pennington, Norma Dumont. Look at how many fights Norma Dumont has in the time that she's been here. You know what I'm saying? Like Norma been putting in that work.
Yeah, Norma's working right now.
Yeah, like Norma been putting in that work. You got Yana trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like putting on, fighting like a veteran, somebody who's learned from her mistakes, So, it's just pushing these girls. I think it's pushing all of it. And these girls are looking good, man. It's the level of competition has risen in these divisions for the women, So it's a new standard for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Like the well-rounded skills, too, is kind of it's kind of weeding out some people. That's why we've been having not just a lot of finishes, but we've been having some fighters having to retire. You know? It's either like you either grow or you go. You know what I mean? So we've been seeing a mixture of both, but I like it, man. I've been liking what we're seeing. Hey, Robot Chicken, what's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, Robot?
Ain't seen him in a minute. Paul asked this. Oh yeah, Paul was making a statement here. He said it's definitely Jillian week. He said, "Combo, isn't it strange? I know you and I are both fans of Marina, and I still am, but I just don't believe in her getting those W's anymore because of her lack of takedown defense." I mean, yeah, we like we just said, man. Like you either got to grow or go, and we're gonna get to that though. But you see a lot of growth more so in Jillian than I do in my girl Marina. I mean,
hey,
if I could get my hands on her as far as like working in camp, and somebody could translate what I'm saying to her, I'd be down, man. I'd be down to help her, man.
For real.
Because I'll tell you this, look, when I was younger, I was always smaller, but my takedown defense was on point because I wasn't wrestling like that. I wasn't wrestling like that. I took on, I remember this kid, man, he was like, for his age, man, like when we were teens, he was like 6'6". I'm only like 5'8", 5'9". I wasn't even 5'8" or 5'9" then. I was like 5'7", 5'6". And I kept circling this dude, picking at him. But, whenever he would get his hands on me, he was huge. And he would like swing me and ragdoll me. But whatever he could do, man, like I would always like land on my feet. He could not get me down and get on top of me, So I would just like shake him off and go right back to the outside. But I'm like, if you know that that's not your game, don't accept bottom position. And
Yeah.
that's Marina's problem. Is like you got the best, some of the best right hand, the best striking, in the strawweight division, but you don't build off of that. You don't build off of it and say, all right, if this is what I'm gonna do, what do I got to do to keep doing it? Like Joanna and Manon do. They're like, okay, if I want
Yeah.
to strike all day, how do I prevent this person from stopping my
Taking them down.
striking?
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, I've been through it. I've been through it for a long time as a smaller person, shorter person. Well, I won't even say short, but just as like a non-wrestler growing up, I was like, this is what you got to do. You got to be light on your feet. You just can't let somebody scoop you up and take you down. Like, I didn't even know what it was back then. So you try to scoop me, I would pull guard on you and try to hold your neck until you let me go,
Right.
And I ain't even jujitsu like that. But you pick me up, man, I'm grabbing your neck until you let go. I'm just saying, man. So,
man, come on, that's funny, dude. I'm sorry, man, but that's funny.
Yeah.
See, me growing up, I was always a bigger dude, bigger frame dude, football build. So when I, like wrestling, to me, like the physical strength of it, like it just kind of came natural to me. So, like I get what you mean when you're not that type of person. When you don't have that physical build like that, you don't want nobody grabbing you up. I feel you. But Paul says if Jillian, okay, Paul also says, that wasn't Paul, that was Robot Chicken Wings. He said, let's be honest, if Jillian can't stop if Marina can't stop the takedowns, Jillian's getting knocked out.
Wait, if Marina, you mean if Marina can
stop, if Marina can stop the takedowns, that Jillian's getting knocked out.
I don't know if she gets knocked out. Like if Marina stops him, I got to give Jillian credit though, man. Jillian's got a solid chin.
Yeah.
She's got a solid chin.
And I'm just trying to see, like, Marina is tailor made for Jillian Robertson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, that's how I see it. Like, she's tailor made for Robbie. Even though I'm a Robertson fan, but I'm going off of what I've seen, man. When girls try to take her down, she gets them down. Like, they get her down. You know what I'm saying? When girls go for the takedown, like, how many takedowns has Marina Rodriguez stopped? That's the question. And Jillian being big, coming down from flyweight, man, being strong and looking the way she's looking there against these girls, man. I don't know, man. Like, unless Marina's worked hard on her takedown defense, man, like has really worked on sprawling and digging those underhooks and stuff like that. Like, if she's worked on that, then maybe she's got a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to catch Jillian is, you got to do like Macy Barber did. Otherwise, she's gonna keep going for the takedown.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different type of takedown every time, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. Jillian's tenacious with it.
She is. Let me come back to that fight, y'all. I want to, BJ, we got to work up to this because these are all your girls, and I got to start. I got to say the best for last. You know how I do, man.
Yes, sir.
We got to talk about this right here, man.
Okay.
Talk about Juju because I just gotta know your thoughts, man. Like, where do you see Juju right now, like against this girl Ivana? Well, not just against this girl Petrovic, but like, where do you see her journey right now as far as like a UFC fighter?
I think that Juju was just. I think she was just still very young. You know what I'm saying? And she was, she had some development that she needed. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't. She wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made some steps forward on the Ultimate Fighter. You know what I'm saying? And then it seemed like, she didn't keep on that trajectory. And this, it is what it is. Judging by how Juju's been talking lately, you know what I'm saying? Like, Juju seems to be in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, her grandmother passed away, so that kind of took her down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's fueling her. Like, it's fueling her. You know what I'm saying? It's fueling her. She said she wants to win. You know what I'm saying? For her grandmother, and and to show her grandmother that everything that she sacrificed for, you know what I'm saying, is worth it. Juju got to step it up, man. I'm gonna put it like that. You know, she got to step it up. She got to step it up because girls who have done way more than Juju are getting let go. You know what I'm saying? The girls that have done way more than Juju's done in the UFC are getting let the fuck go. So she better click onto it, man. She better lock in, do what she got to do right now. Now is her time. Like it's her time to shine. You know, they're giving her somebody that she can beat. You know, they're giving her somebody on her level. So I just want to see, you know, I want to see a better improved version of Juju.
You know, one thing that I get disappointed with Juju is like her size, man. Like she kind of built like Dakota, man, but
Yeah.
she just don't fight like a big girl, man. Like I don't know if she just hunches over too much and just kind of gives up her height and doesn't use her reach enough.
Yeah.
I think she was learning how when she was working with Pena. That was the downfall. Like the minute she left the Tough House, like she kind of reverted back to some like old Invicta ways and was just trying to scrap too much. She wasn't like fully extending and just like keeping girls at bay, because that Veronica Hardy fight, I remember that, man. Like Veronica caught her with like, I can't remember if it was like a head kick or a left hand. It just like rocked her good, you know?
Yeah.
And had she been like more on her game to fight like a long fighter, I think she would have had more success, or even maybe like had more success getting takedowns. But I just like think that she's still young and she needs to kind of grow. And I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of it needed to be done out of the UFC to me, you know, because unlike Macy, who kind of grew in the UFC, like she doesn't really have that kind of power to knock girls out. You know, Macy came in the UFC, Macy Barber came in the UFC young.
Yeah.
And like her first few fights were in the UFC, but she had that equalizer, you know, she had that equalizer to put girls out. But Juju, I still haven't seen her like have this dynamic about her where she's been able to carry a fight or just like end it, like Jacqueline Amram or something.
Well, she did win the Ultimate Fighter. I gotta give her that.
Yeah.
She did win the Ultimate Fighter, so there is some potential there. You know what I'm saying? I think there is some potential there for Juju. You know, she just needs to pull it together, and I hope her coaches, you know, have helped her with her stance. I want to see like an improved stance and not standing so square.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Juju stands so square. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see her, you know, I want to see her in a proper stance, man, so she can really use that jab that she throws. She likes to throw it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, let's get the stance down pat so you can snap it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see Juju snapping a good jab and then using her jiu-jitsu when it's time to, because her cage wrestling is good. She's got good cage wrestling. It's hard to pin down Veronica Hardy. You know what I'm saying? It is. You know what I'm saying? And she was those, now mind you, the takedowns were getting reversed as soon as it hit the mat, but she was getting takedowns on Veronica Hardy, and Jillian Robertson even said, you know, that was one of the hardest people to submit. Like that was one of the hardest people to get to a point where she could submit Veronica Hardy. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like, that girl was like everything she did. They said she was so physically strong. You know, to get her actually to the ground was hell. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but Juju, she's good at taking people down, man, but she just got her entries and stuff, and her defense has to improve, man. I just really hope we see her make those improvements. I want to see Juju win.
Where do you see her success being here? Because, you know, Petrovic is a grappler too. Like I seen her grappling be some issues for girls, but what was crazy in that last fight, Jamie Linhorth was almost out grappling her, you know?
Yeah.
So do you think that she should go to the ground with her and test the ground, or you think Petrovic might have more success striking? You think she might have more? You think Juju might have more success?
I think Juju is the one that needs to have the success on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that I think Petrovic knows that Juju can grapple. She knows that Juju can submit you, and she knows Juju gonna fish for submissions on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Petrovic might want to try to outbox and outstrike Juju. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Juju needs to. This is where Juju needs to prove herself. You know, this is the biggest part of her game that needs help. I want to see her I want to see her get comfortable on the feet, just like other fighters, like, you know what I'm saying, Montana. You know, we saw Montana get comfortable and get better on the feet, you know what I'm saying, throughout her career. We've seen Robertson get better on her feet throughout her career, you know what I'm saying. I want to see Juju make those same improvements. You know what I'm saying? I want to see her utilize everything she's got, man. Like she should be in the. I'm gonna tell you, man. This whole camp, she should have been getting beat up by Juliana Pena. That's who she should have been in there training with. Juliana getting ready to fight Kayla too. Like she should have been Juliana's dummy flunky in there. You know what I'm saying? And let that rub off on her again and get that mindset again.
They got similar frames too, you know what I mean? Like
right.
They both got like those long arms and just kind of, like to, if you're gonna like try to square up and level change or just square up and jab, like you need that jab, man. And she's like 5'7" and just got those long arms. Like her and Jillian needed to have been sparring together like the past camp. Robot said, what do you think about this though? Do you think it's gonna be issue? Miller is coming off of back-to-back surgeries from 2024, I guess.
Yes, she is coming off 2 surgeries. I'm sure she knows how her body feels. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been through a training camp. She ain't pulled out of the fight, so she must feel good. You know what I'm saying? She must feel good. So we'll see. Some people look at surgeries in a bad way. I look at surgeries like if something needs to be fixed, then let's fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I see it. So I mean, obviously she got fixed what needed to be fixed. So there we go.
Right. She feels it depends on what it was too. You know what I mean?
Depends on what it was. Yes.
Because I had somebody told me like they wish they didn't get like ACL surgery once because I can't remember what he said about it, but like getting it done, it's just never the same anymore. Sometimes if you let it recover the right way, you can still manage it and use it. But there's some things that you just got to have fixed. You just got to go ahead and get it done. I mean, this is your income right here, so you got to get it in there.
Yeah. Who they arguing about?
But what do you think, man? Like, so I already know this is your night right here, so I know who you going for. I know who you. How do you think? I'm just gonna ask you. How do you think she does it, man?
I think Juju got to outstrike her, man. I mean, if Juju, because Juju throw heavy shots now. If Juju can rock her and get her down and sub her, then do that. Okay. But I want to see Juju. I want to see this as a stand-up fight. I want to see Juju stand up, improve, and I want to show it.
Yeah, I want to see this Petrovic. I want to see how her stand-up looks too. And
right. Yeah.
I've been waiting to see her kind of step her game up. Okay, so if that's what she has to do, how do you think she wins it then?
I think it still might be something like a sub. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be. Okay. I think Juju will have to submit her and finish her, but get to it the right way. Like show us some stand up, show us some good stand up, show us some smart decisions, show us that you've been working on that stand up. Give us faith again in Juju because we was riding high on Juju. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to ride high on Juju again.
Yeah, I was. I'm definitely not. I'm not somebody that when haters on Juju, but I think that she definitely brings some character. She definitely brings some character, and I want to see her grow because every time I look at her frame or like Andrea Lee's frame, and they just don't use that size right. Something about it just ticks me off. Like you are not a tiny little frail flyweight. You are a big flyweight.
Yeah,
you gotta know how to use that size, man.
Yes.
Like I mean, look at her, man. Look at her abs. Like look at her size. Like she is not skinny and frail. Like she is a tall, long, muscular flyweight.
Yes.
And you can't let that go to waste. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna have to pick Petrovic in this one. I think
Okay.
I think I'll go with Petrovic, man. I think that her striking, from what I've seen from the last fights, like she has a way of trying to like she'll fall back on it. And I think the way she kind of falls back on it as far as like a secondary weapon, it kind of tricks girls because they think that she's going to try to take them down, but then she knows how to kind of put that pressure on and land like a good 1-2. Like I seen her do that a few times before she got into the UFC. But even her last couple fights, man, I think her striking was giving the striker, Jamie Linhart, some issues. So if Petrovic can put some of them combinations together, man, I think she could probably hurt Juju in this fight, man. And if she gets it down, I think that she'll be able to get the sub in this one. So
okay,
I'm gonna go with Petrovic by decision or sub on it.
James says BJ always pulling for low tier to mid girls. Gotta love it. Okay, explain Alexa Grasso.
Hey, look, the end. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. See, don't even let that bait you because you're talking to a casual. Don't.
How do you explain Grasso? I think Juju can beat her. I think Juju has to mix it up though. Put her against the cage, bully her, and then when she's at range, make smart decisions, close the distance the way she wants to close the distance. She might want to submit this girl to show that she's the better grappler. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at that. So I think Juju just has to be well-rounded. She can outpace at the pace Juju fight. I feel like if Juju can get comfortable in the fight, a pace that she fights at a high pace when she's comfortable in a fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I want Juju to put that pace on and make smart decisions, get her down and choke her out, get it out the way. Exactly, James. How do you explain Juliana Pena? Since I like low tier to mid girls, Miesha Tate's champion, Juliana Pena champion. I mean, next he says Grasso.
Real quick. Gabby said loser of this fight gets cut. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Juju gets cut. Gabby.
Juju would get cut,
but I don't think Petrovic would.
No, Petrovic won't get cut, but Juju will.
Yeah. All right.
Juju will for sure.
All right, BJ. So it's gonna be a rough night for you, man. I don't know. Look, this one here.
It's a rough one, dog. You know this is a rough one.
You got two of your girls fight here. I don't even know who you're gonna be going for in this one, man. I mean, look, I hope you hit Yana Santos up tonight. Told her we talking about her, man.
Oh man, this is a tough one, dude. Because
look, tell her we on here. I ain't holding back either. I ain't gonna be talking nice either. So I'm just.
You gotta say what you gotta say, dog. It is what it is.
I'm just.
This your show.
I'm just messing, man. I'm just messing.
This your show, dog. But when Miesha left, when she retired after that Rocky Pennington fight all those years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to, as a diehard Miesha fan, the first WMMA fighter that made me follow women was Miesha. Well, it really was Marloes Conan, but Miesha Tate was like a close second. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I was following Marloes Conan first, and then Miesha Tate came through. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, who's this? Little scrappy girl, Miesha Tate. So when Miesha left, you know what I'm saying? I had to fill that void. I had to pick other favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So that's when I. Started watching Yana Kunitskaya. Let me put it like that. Not Yana Santos, Yana Kunitskaya. And Yana came in hot, man. Like, she lost that title fight to Cyborg. They brought her in to fight Cyborg. She lost that. But when she dropped down to 35, man, Yana was putting in work. You know what I'm saying? And then Yana kind of had her moment. You know what I'm saying?
Has Yana ever missed weight at 135?
Yana has never missed weight.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no excuses, man. Like, there's no excuses for some of these girls. But Yana's always been being one of the biggest bantamweights physically. You know what I'm saying? One of the most physically imposing bantamweights. She's never missed weight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she hates when girls miss weight. Boy, I knew somebody. I remember when Brian Williams said she beat them 5 pounds off Chelsea Chandler. That was funny, man.
Oh, she was kind of mad about that fight too.
Yeah, Yana takes that. She takes that. She says all the time. She says, "I am big girl. I am big girl too. I make 135." I was like, "Yes, you're right. It is what it is." But I've been following Yana and watching her career, man. And look at her swole, boy. I've been following her career, you know what I'm saying? And she's one of my favorite. She's grown into one of my favorite fighters. I have to say it, like she has, man. But Miesha Tate, though, like even when you talk about just their style matchups, man, Miesha has gotten back to her roots. You know what I'm saying? She's back to her roots, man. And that Julia Avila fight, she showed some really good wrestling, man. Look like old school Miesha wrestling, man. And I loved it. I love it, man. And she can Misha's strong, man, when it comes to take you down, but she's gonna have to be big and strong in here against Yana, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to get Yana down because Yana's solid. Like her takedown defense is not bad. You know, especially, you know, it's style wise, it's 50-50, dude. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan of both of them, but it's really 50-50.
Okay. You know, one thing I do like about Yana Santos, that's what I was gonna say, is like, I know she's huge, but I never heard of her missing weight. So
Yeah.
I got to give her a lot of credit with that when I look at her physique too. Like, I kind of put her in that category as Manon when it comes to being big, but people try to call him a weight bully, but you can't call him a weight bully because they're making weight.
Right.
You know, they're still making weight and they're looking on point. Like,
right.
Yana looks good at this weight. I mean, she looks
Yes.
strong at it. You know,
Yeah.
I think it was just more of a technical thing that she's been having to kind of work on. But
Yeah.
as far as like her showing up, she's never really like gassed out or passed out. You know, she's always looked like a professional. So that's one thing I like about her in, you know, going into this fight. I just feel like they're kind of going the opposite ways. Like, I've seen Yana in some rough matches, but she seems to kind of, I don't know, she's kind of resurrecting her career. I don't know if it's because of the fighter she's training with. Misha, I'm kind of getting more, I don't know if it's me, like, I just kind of get more of a damaged feel from Misha than I do from Yana. I feel like Yana is more so improved, but she seems like fresher to me.
Really?
I kind of get more of a vibe that Tate might have plateaued, you know, like maybe she's gonna come in here showing something different, but I didn't really see anything awaken from her in her last fights. Like, Avila to me was coming off a long period of fight, so I didn't really get like a good test in that fight, you know.
Yeah.
I think Yana, even when she fought Holly, she showed a little something different, but even after that, like, something told her, man, we got to go work, you know. And then, you know what made her say that too? Whenever she probably found out they were gonna cut her if she didn't win that next fight, because what was her losing streak at that time?
It's like 3.
It was 3. Hold on, because I remember that fight night before that, I was saying like, man, if she loses this, they're gonna cut her. No, it was Carol Rosa. After she lost to Holly, she lost that fight to Carol Rosa. So when she took Chelsea on, I was like, I think this girl gonna come in here and she gonna be fighting mad. And
but she had lost to Irene, Holly, and Carol Rosa.
Yeah, all 3 of them back to back.
Yeah.
You know, so being on that type of losing streak, man, I was like, uh-oh. You know, so I think that kind of put her in a different mindset too. So
yeah,
I'm seeing different things from Yana. I'm seeing her fight using her size more, and I'm seeing her using her striking a lot better. You know, a lot better. I mean, she's throwing more kicks and she's kind of fainting more and throwing more head kicks and showing more of a variety from that last fight. So I think if she combines that with, you know, good takedown defense and using her size, man, like, Misha gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Misha gonna have some problems here. Like, if Misha can't get this big girl down, it might turn out like something like Manon and Blanchfield, you know?
Yeah, it could. Yeah. I definitely think Misha's got the power advantage, though. Like, if Misha can get in there, you know, that was a part of the old Misha Tate too, was, you know what I'm saying, that big right hand. I want to see her get back to that. I want to see her use that, you know what I'm saying, because if she can clip Yana, though, you know what I'm saying, like, if old school Misha is really bad, Misha could clip Yana. You know, I'm just being 100% serious, because Misha clipped a lot of girls with that right hand back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So if she can make that work for, you know, we know Yana can get wobbled. We know it. I mean, her chin has looked better as of late. You know what I'm saying? Against Chelsea Chandler, she didn't get wobbled, and she ate some good shots from Chandler. You know what I'm saying?
Who all put Yana out? Aspen Ladd, right?
Aspen Ladd dropped her. Irene Aldana dropped her.
Woo, yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Irene Aldana is who dropped her real bad, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that one was bad.
Left hook, right?
Yeah, it was a left hook to the chin.
Her and Ketlin Vieira, she put both of them out that left hook. Man.
boy, boy, when she knocked out Ketlin Vieira, though, that was crazy, man.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. I didn't expect that, but Ketlin got mad in there, dude. Like that was like Ketlin got mad and she got knocked out
She
with them
felt like,
lashes on.
yeah, she felt like a pine tree, man. I'm just saying, man. She feel hard, man.
Combo said she felt like a pine tree. Golly, Combo.
But that's the thing, man. I think Yana has improved as far as like getting in those type of wars. I think she's finally using her size and her reach. So if she combines that in this fight, man, like I'm not counting Misha out completely here because you never know. Like Misha always got that submission behind her back, you know, and if she gets you down and she's moving, she's always game for that. Like Misha's grappling is still like, I feel like Misha's grappling is a little bit more fluid when she's down there.
I mean,
so
that's who she is. That's who she is.
Right. That's where her action is going to be. So I'm not counting her out completely. Like if she does get it to the ground, Yana's going to have to do something like roll her and just hold her, because I think Misha's going to be a little bit more of a task. You know, if she takes her down, you know, she's going to be moving more. So Misha still got that. So I just think that in this type of fight, Yana is going to do her best to use that striking, man. I think she's going to fight where I think she'll be using that IQ in this fight, man.
I don't know, man. I'm going to have to go with my girl Misha, though.
Okay.
I have to go with my girl Misha, dog.
Okay, how did she win it? Did she win it by submission, decision?
I
TKO?
can see Misha winning it by decision. I can see her winning it by decision for sure. But I can see her stopping Yana too, man. I can just see, like, I just know Misha, man. I just know Misha, what the things that she can do, you know what I'm saying? I think she can still do them. You know, if she gets Yana down, she can sober. You know, Misha can, her ground and pound is good. That top pressure is good. You know, Misha's known for that too, you know what I'm saying? And her submission game is there. TKO, and she can TKO you or submit you. So, and she ain't got no problem submitting them big girls. She's climbed on Holly's back like a spider monkey. But yeah, Misha was much bigger back then. Like physically, she was much bigger than she is now. Back then, you know, in her first run. But I don't know. I got Misha, man.
Okay, you got Misha. Okay, and you already know who I got, right?
Combo, you see what James says. He said, "Yo, BJ, your guru said Manon can pick her poison against the one. Pick her poison. That's your guru, bro."
Man, I was reading what Paul said, man. Paul trying to make me change my pick now. Talking about Aspen got that little pep talk and went out there and dropped me on him, man. He trying to mess up my pick, man. I'm talking about. I'm sticking with Yana. I'm picking Yana, Paul. I'm picking Yana.
Aspen got that little pep talk and went out there and dropped. That was crazy, dude. And Yana was piecing her up. Like Yana wasn't piecing her up, but Yana was definitely outworking her, though.
Yana was working. That's what I'm saying. Like if Yana does a little bit of that in this fight and she can keep it standing, she'll have some success. And I think she get. I'm picking Yana by decision, man. I think
Yana. Okay.
I got Yana by decision.
Of course, you'll pick the striker, though.
Hey, of
course, you're gonna pick the striker.
Hey, look, I got some cooking right here. I gotta go check it real quick.
Okay.
So, address your troll up in here, man. If you want to, man.
James, what you mean, man? Like, what you think? Do you think Manon just gonna lay down and let? I mean, you think she just gonna lay down and let Valentina beat her? Like, that's just like, I don't understand that comment, man. Like, she ain't gonna go lay down for Valentina. I'm rooting for Tate, but I wouldn't be mad if Santos wins. Yeah, I'm not mad at either one winning. Does Misha still want this, though? A lot of time off between fights. What is she fighting for? She says she's fighting because she wants to. You should no, really though, Ephraim. You should watch her interviews, man. She'll tell you why she still fights. And so she says she's fighting because she just got this second win. You know, her first win was Brian Caraway tarnished it. She left Brian Caraway and happy now, has had 2 children. You know what I'm saying? Like, she happy, like Misha happy, like she's in a different headspace. And now you got Misha Tate coming, you know, now she's back, you know? So pioneer, man. But she's a pioneer that's still in the mix, though. You know what I'm saying? She's not a pioneer that's like, I don't think she looks bad, like less of herself, like a lesser version. Maybe I don't know. I just think she's had some tough fights. You know, maybe she's slowed down a little bit, but and that last fight got me hype about Misha when she went out there and wrestled the hell out of Julia Avila and beat her up on the ground for 3 rounds. Like that got me excited for Misha. I don't know about y'all. Would there be a rematch, Yana and Ketlin, if she wins? It makes sense. It makes sense to rematch Yana and Ketlin. Yana has the better striking. Yes, she does have the better striking. Misha has the power advantage, though. Hey, Paul, yeah, they say he's abusive when she loses fights. Let me make sure I understand what Manon can pick her poison mean. Does it mean that she can beat her in any way she wants to beat her? Hey, if step 1, 2, and 3 works, why can't 4 work? You know? If Manon can submit her. We've seen Alexa Grasso submit her. If Manon can knock her out. She can win by decision. However it comes, let it come.
All right, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button because we up here cooking like these chicken thighs that I'm up in here cooking right now. These almost like, you know, I got this little jerk seasoning I'm putting in here.
Yes, sir.
These jerk chicken thighs, man. They're looking good right now. So
I bet they're smelling good too.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
That's what reminded me to get up and go check them, man, because I was smelling them. So I said, oh man, I gotta go check these things. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yana. And okay, he got the cupcake.
Oh
Tate.
yeah.
All right.
No, it's takedown Tate.
Okay.
Takedown Tate. Yeah, right. we ain't doing cut. Dude, it would be so dope if she came out and Bruce Buffer said, Misha, takedown Tate. I would jump out of my skin, dude. I'm telling you, I would.
Go ahead and comment to her. Tell her to say that's her nickname now. Make him say.
Change it back.
Change it
back to takedown. Yes.
Uh-oh, BJ. Here we go. We got to bring it back to this one.
Let's do it.
I know this is your main event, man.
Let's do it. Yes, sir. That's the main event right there.
You see what I did too, like right here, man. That's why I see
what you did. Yeah, I see what you did.
There's no filters go right here, but you know, I'm gonna still rock with my girl Marino.
I see what you did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't go unnoticed.
But tell G Rob to get back on the show, man. Whenever you
man, I'm gonna get her. Man. I promise I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her soon. She's so busy, dude. But I mean, you know, she got the boyfriend now. She got 2 dogs since Rob died. You know what I'm saying? So like, she always on the move. But I'm gonna get her. She said she did tell me she got me though. So
okay,
we're gonna snatch this neck, and then probably I'm gonna talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna snatch this neck, and then I'm gonna do a. It's been about 3 years since I had Robertson on the show, man.
Yeah, I think so.
We got a lot of catch up, man. We got a lot of catch up to do.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. And,
it's been a minute. I'm gonna get her though.
All right, looking at this fight, man. This is one of these fights, like, you know what I like to call them, right? The meet in the middle fight. It's a meet in the middle fight where you got a former top 5 fighter now on the downside, and now you got a G-Rob who is looking better than ever on the way up. So it was bound to happen. Man. G-Rob been looking better than ever, in my opinion. Like, man, like this is the highest she's ever been ranked. This is the best win streak she's ever been on.
Yep.
Period. You know, and I think she's found her home. I think she's definitely found her home in 115. And the better she gets and the more confident she gets, I think that, you know, nothing's going to stop her for right now, you know, to getting close to that belt, you know. So looking right now, I say, you know, Marina's got to be careful. You know, Marina got to be really careful right here because Marina, you know, there's a blueprint out there for her right now. You know, Marina, as many times as we say it over here, all these channels and just period. Like, I want to know if it's being said in her camps, man. Like, stay off the ground. You know, why is this not really being perfected? So when I see things like that, and then I see a hungry fighter like G-Rob, who G-Rob, her problem before was her striking. They both had like the opposites, you know, they had the opposite issues. G-Rob's the grappler, didn't really have the hands. Marina, she's got the hands, but she ain't got the ground game. But G-Rob, something clicked in her, and she said, okay, I got to work. And I'm seeing more improvements in her. You know, I'm seeing way more improvement. Even as a Marina fan, I got to be honest. Like, I'm seeing more improvements in G-Rob than I am in Marina. So, you know, I think Marina, this is going to be her deciding factor, man. Like, is she going to stay? We'll see. That's how I see it right now, man. I'm worried about her in this fight. Because let me say this too before
do you have any confidence? Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
but yeah, before I answer that, let me pull up these records because look right now, okay. Marina is 1-4, right? She's 1-4 in her last 5, whereas G-Rob is 4-1. Now, no competition means something too, but still, like, look at hold on, she's 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. Well, no. She's 4-1 in Strawweight.
You can still say 4-1.
No, she is 4-1. She is 4-1.
Yeah.
She's 4-1. So when I see that, I just see somebody that is on a tear right now. And what she's been working on is kind of going to be a bad style matchup for where Marina's lacking.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the type of style that favors Marina to get her back to where she needs to be. I mean, maybe it does because it's going to force her to work on her takedown defense, you know, but it really is a tough fight, and a fight that Marina could go in there and look bad in because we've seen it in the past. You know, we've seen it in the past where she looks good on the feet minute after minute, but you just put her on her back and it's like done, you know?
Yeah.
But what was your question, man?
Do you have any confidence in her that she'll make those improvements coming into this fight? Knowing, I mean, because straight off the mat, when they put the contract in front of her and she's seen the name Jillian Robertson, I'm sure her coaches and shit straight off the mat realized, we got to work on this takedown defense. I hope that was the first thought that came through their head. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any confidence in her or her team that they got her ready?
Man, going by the track record of the fighters that she just fought, it's really hard to say because you could go back to, let's go back to the first grappler she fought after she lost to Lemos. That was Verna. I didn't really see a sign of it in that fight, you know, because she had got taken down by Waterson, even though she beat her. She got taken down once by Dern before she beat her, but eventually her footwork was working in that fight. But then, you know, Verna, who's going to not strike with this striker, was constantly just level changing and taking her down. Like, I saw nothing there. Then when she fought Andrade, you know, Andrade don't be taking people down like that. Andrade be knocking girls out, you know?
Right.
But Andrade took her down. Like, that was a fight Marina could have won.
Right.
You know, some people thought she won. It was a split decision. But still, it could have been a fight she could have knocked her out in. But no, she didn't. Then she lose.
Didn't she lose to Carla?
Did she lose that Carla fight? She did. She did. Split decision.
She lost to Carla. Yeah.
And that was like way back, and that shows you like her takedown defense hasn't improved since that fight, which was 4 or 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
So,
I mean,
that kind of answers the question for me. Is like, if you haven't seen any sprawling or any like takedown defense techniques like off the cage or just like how she measures and moves, kind of makes me think that I don't know if they are looking to stuff takedowns. Maybe they're just trying to look for knocking G-Rob out, but I don't think that's going to be an easy job, you know?
Because if Jillian senses that you're trying to knock her out, she's just going to duck under and take you down.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because like she's aware when somebody's trying to knock her out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So what she'll do is she'll stand in front of you and then she'll wait till you load up and then she ducks under and takes you down, gets you down easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that's what she does, man. She's slick and she's fast at strawweight, man. Like she fast at strawweight with them takedowns. Like she'll go real quick, you know.
Yeah. The thing that gets me about Marina is like she's similar to JoJo. Like they have really good technique on the feet when it comes to how they throw their straight punches, but
Yeah.
I think they really lack like I guess it might be they lack drive to be well rounded. You know, Grasso, we always label her a boxer, but Grasso learned a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
Grasso turned into a MMA fighter.
Right.
You know, as Valentina.
Yeah. Juliana Pena,
you know, like came in as a wrestler, you know, good wrestler, but you know, she's mixing it up.
Yeah.
They don't wear that label anymore. You know, there's a lot of fighters that they just Aaron Blanchfield, you know, she don't want to wear that
Yeah.
label as a striker, you know.
Yeah.
So I just see Marina kind of getting caught up into that same thing as JoJo. I mean, it's kind of proof in the record now, whereas you can win the fight on the feet, but the minute somebody take you down, it's like that's what the judges remember, you know.
Yeah.
So she really don't have a way to just steal rounds. Like Marina's got to fight to finish Jillian in this fight, or play keep away after she outlands her. You know, she doesn't have the strength, or I think the tie clinch to really frustrate and take over G-Rob in the clinch, in my opinion, too. You know, she has the skills to win the outside game, yeah, but can she do that for 15 minutes or until she thinks she can knock her out? I don't know. What do you think?
You know, that's gonna be her best bet. That's gonna be her best way to try it, man. Is to try to play that outside game like that and land a good shot on Robertson that could probably hurt her, but that's gonna be tough, dude, because Robertson is a pressure fighter too, man. She'll stand in front of you, you know what I'm saying, and she'll put pressure on you, you know what I'm saying. She'll put pressure on you on the feet and she'll throw strikes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Robertson has evolved, and I see her using her distance. And when Robertson at strawweight, she's got some range. You know what I'm saying? Like at strawweight, she's got some range. At flyweight, she was kind of small. Now that I look back at it, you know, when she was standing in front of like Poliana Botelho, or you know what I'm saying, some bigger girls like Cash Wader, you know what I'm saying? Like when she just the physical statue of her standing in front of them, you know what I'm saying? I can see why she never entered the range like that, you know what I'm saying? But at strawweight, you know what I'm saying? Like Jillian getting in these girls' faces, man, and on the feet. You know, she throwing kicks and, you know, legs. She's developed a good leg kick, you know what I'm saying? A good high kick. She's got a good body kick. Like Robertson is trying to, dude. And when she's exiting the clinch, she's throwing these little elbows, these little cheeky right hands and stuff. Like she in there trying to bang, you know what I'm saying? She'll back Marina up. If Marina's not taking advantage of Jillian coming forward like that, man, like, because she better do something to disrupt that. Because once Robertson starts throwing punches, like throwing strikes, she's going. It's the takedown is coming right after it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've watched enough of her fights to see how she's doing. And even this new version of Robertson, you know, she did it to Michelle Waterson, man, backed her up with long strikes, you know, kicks and stuff, and then closed the distance and grabbed her and put her down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what she does. I don't know, man. Marina better take advantage of Robertson, better catch her open or something like that, man, because Robertson she coming forward, dude. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's one of them ones where I just keep seeing like Marina having success on the feet, and then just a moment where, you know, Jillian has that open into, well, that's the thing too, like even if Jillian striking is not on Marina's level, like she's gonna have to worry about some strikes coming at her or the takedown. You know what I mean? Now you have to worry about two different things. Like if Marina is posturing for the takedown, she might get hit with a strike, or you know, if she's trying to counter Jillian's jab or right, Jillian can just level change and take her down, you know, and win that round. So, you know, that's the downfall of being, just one dimensional. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm gonna do this, man. Look, I said this the last time, my last fighter. This is the last time, man. It's the last time. This is the last time, man.
Come on, man. Come on, Combo.
It's the last time. Maybe this will be motivation. Maybe it's be motivation. But look, it's be the last time I'm gonna pick Marina, man. I think I'm thinking, man, that it won't be her takedown defense that saves her, man. But I think that she's gonna use a mixture of strikes, long jabs and some right hands, and maybe a few front kicks to the face in this fight, and she's gonna move. Like, if they didn't master takedown defense, they just got to master that bite. Then, when she lands, she's got to move and just stay out of G-Rob's range and stay off that black line, like you said, man. Stay off that black line, because when you get backed up to there, if you ain't got that speed like Natalia Silva, you might get taken down. So, look, last time, last
time. Oh. He done with her, y'all. Y'all hear that?
I'm not done with her. I'm just saying. BJ always doing that, man.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Woo! That man says this is it.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I picked Ebos to beat Marina too. Remember, I did pick Ebos. That was a long time. That was the first time I picked against Marina, and Marina goes in there and knocks her out 2 times.
Knocks her out twice in one fight.
Yeah. And I don't know if she'll do that in this fight, but I think she could possibly win a decision here if she plays that game. And I think she might have that urgency in this fight like Yana did, where she fights a little bit smarter and alert.
Okay. I
already know who you got, man. So how does she do it?
I got to go with Robertson, but I would like to see a good fight, though.
Yeah.
I would like to see a good fight, a good scrap for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who I got, though.
Does G-Rob snatch the neck, though, man?
That's a neck that's tailor-made and ready to be snatched.
She ain't been submitted, though, man.
She ain't been submitted, but she ain't
G-Rob gonna be the first one. Though. You think G-Rob gonna be the first one to do it?
G-Rob, if anybody can do it, it'll be G-Rob.
Vina couldn't do it.
Because once G-Rob get that neck, though, but I don't think Robertson will take the same damage Dern took, though. You know what I'm saying?
Vina or Dern couldn't submit Marina.
Yeah. See, I think Robertson to get to that neck. Once Robertson get that neck, though, you ain't getting away from Jillian, though. It's very few people get away from Robertson when she get on your back. So, I mean, that's a tough spot to be in.
Man, like, for the sake of the strawweight division, G-Rob winning the fight is definitely not bad, man. It's going to actually make it a little bit more exciting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it definitely is. Like, even if you ain't a fan of G-Rob, it's going to make it exciting because this is the highest she's ever been. She's ranked 12 now, and if she gets in the top 10, come on, she gonna be popping bottles, man. She got the right to, because she finally get the top 10, and from there it can only the way she's getting better. I mean, hey, she's got fights she could win up in here. She's got fights that she could win if she beats Marina. I mean, there's the Dern would be the toughest one, I think, but there's Ebos, there's Lucindo. I think the toughest like style matchups, say if she gets by Marina, might be like Lemos and Andrade.
Yan Xiaonan too.
And Yan Xiaonan, those kind of quick, punchers and the strikers like them, the big ones, the strong ones. So
yeah. I think those would be some of the hurdles she'll have to jump over, but I think she can do it, man. I think this is the best version of Robertson we've gotten. So I think this version, everybody was saying, before Jillian can touch a belt, she's got to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're in the evolution of Jillian Robertson right now. Right now, back in the day when I was saying she was good, everybody was like, she's got to evolve. She's evolving. What more can you ask for from Jillian Robertson? You know what I'm saying? What more can we ask for? She's gotten better.
I'm not asking for anything. You know me. I was hard on her, and that was all I
Right.
wanted. And now you see, I'm satisfied. She cracking the top. Well, she cracked the top 15,
Yeah.
and that's all I wanted to see. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted to see, and I wanted to see some improvement on the feet. And hey, I ain't one to lie, man. Yeah, she's looking better than ever right now. So yeah,
Yeah, Ephraim made a good comment. He said she hasn't been subbed, but she's done a lot of surviving. I tell Julian, don't even worry about the sun, just rain down elbows. Don't worry about the sub, just rain down elbows. Yeah, like the stuff, like these girls gave Marina Rodriguez a pass by not getting her out of there on the ground.
yeah,
These
because
graphics,
that's the thing. They always, they always take her down and think because she's easy to take down, she's easy to sub. But that's her downfall. That's her gift and curse. Like she can survive a sub, but she can't stop the position from getting there. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
why? You know how to stop from being sub. Okay, that's fine. But like, how about we stop getting in that position? How about we
yeah.
stop getting in that situation? And that way you can still win around.
Robertson is unforgiving on the ground though.
And she
Jillian,
lets elbows go. She's not like
yeah.
Burner. She's not submission over position. Like she's beat down over submission if it comes, So
She do that. Jillian do be beating girls up when she get them down though.
yeah.
She does, man. She beats them up. But I want to see it, man. I want to see her stop. I want to see her get Marina out of there and get that top. That what is it? Number 9 ranking.
Number 9.
Number 9 ranking by her name, man. That's what I want to see come Tuesday.
I was gonna say G-Rob is a good example of a fighter. Like I was talking about Juju earlier, like somebody that came in early. Like
Yeah,
Robot said, she grew up in the UFC. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like Macy Barber, she grew up in the UFC. Jillian grew up in the UFC, but they had like some type of great skill set that got them far.
right.
Like Juju, to me, I don't know if she can grow up in the UFC like that because there's not like one standout thing about her to me. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't think she has great jujitsu like that or power like G-Rob does. So,
Right. We're gonna see though. I'm looking for a clean sweep. I want Juju to do it. I want Robertson to do it, and I want Misha to do it.
It's gonna go like this, man. Somebody might be 1-2, 2-1, or it's possible, somebody gonna get swept here because I'm on the opposite side today, man. All of them, man. So
Okay.
I got Marina, I got Petrovic, and I got Yana.
Ooh, well, we gonna be tuned in this weekend. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't text my phone.
You said not till after, right?
Yeah, don't text me till after till the fight is over. Then we'll
I might be on here calling this one too. I might jump
okay.
too.
If you calling it, I'm definitely gonna be lit. Nah, I don't know. You might make me mad while I'm lit. Especially if somebody lose. One of my girls lose, so you might make me mad listening, man. I can't.
Hey, look. At least in the Yana Misha fight, you can't be mad though, right?
No, I can't be mad at that one because they both my girls. You know what I'm saying? I got to give them that. So I can't be mad at that one. Whoever wins, put it like this: whoever wins, I'll be happy for either one of them. It's gonna suck. Even though I picked Misha, it's gonna suck to see Yana lose.
Mm-hmm.
And even in me picking Yana, and even if Yana wins, it's gonna suck to see Misha lose. But it's what happens when you girls fight each other. So it is what it is. You had that happen recently, didn't you? Oh yeah, you had Aaron and Manon fighting each other. Yeah.
Yep. And Tyler and Aaron before that.
And then Tyler and Aaron. Yep. You did.
Shoot, man. Oh man, next week gonna be my weekend. It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy.
Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. Where's my phone's up?
While you doing that, I got one more thing for you, BJ.
What you got?
We just did our round by round. So out of Natalia Silva and Macy Barber, who do you think, if they win, who do you think gets the most impressive victory over their fighter, over their opponent?
Who do you think gets the most impressive win?
I saw Aaron just post up 1 month away. I was like, Aaron locked in, boy.
Aaron locked in. Yeah, they locked in. Oh, I think that if an impressive win happens, it'll come from Macy Barber. I don't see Natalia doing anything spectacular against Grasso, but Natalia ain't got that equalizer like Macy Barber do. I'm sorry, man. I can't put Natalia Silva on that level. I can't say she got that equalizer like Macy. You know what I'm saying? Macy got that equalizer. So I mean, it's if they both win, I see Macy getting it first.
Okay. If she does it in dominant fashion.
If Macy does it in dominant fashion, yes. If they both have a dominant fight,
if they both have one, okay. I think if they okay, I'll let you answer first real quick.
If they both have a dominant fight, then that's a tough one. But with them fighting, oh, they fighting on the same night as Manon Valentina. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Natalia and Grasso is. Oh man.
They right before the co-main event.
Oh man. See, if Natalia Silva can do something spectacular against Grasso, that might push her. But I think that they're gonna wait until the result of the Aaron and Macy fight, though. Because if something crazy, if one of them get a spectacular finish, then who knows? You know what I'm saying? But if Macy can do it with that, you know, even though her 6-fight win streak is under some scrutiny right now. It's under some scrutiny. Raised a lot, but I'm telling you, it raised a lot of questions.
You had to go back and put it under the microscope, huh?
Bro, I had to go. I'm putting it under the microscope as we speak, bro.
That Chikagian fight did it.
That Chikagian fight did it, dog. Yeah.
Oh man, man. I'm glad I drank all my water because you would have me choking.
Bro, that Chikagian fight I was like, wait a minute now. Hey, wait a minute.
Tell you, man, remember what I said in that chat that night? Chikagian was outboxing her that second round.
Yes, she was. She was
putting hands on her, man.
Yeah, you know, it could be Natalia, only, you know, based on the fact that she's beating a former champion. So, yeah. I mean, if she can do something spectacular against Grasso, then it'll probably push her over Macy.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm just being realistic.
So you don't think, like, I know you say you don't see nothing special about Natalia, so you don't think nothing could happen like head kick in that type of fight? Like, I know she ain't got the same power, but like you don't see her putting like a possible clinic on Grasso, and if she did, you don't think that's impressive?
If she can put a clinic on Grasso, then maybe. But I don't know if she can finish Grasso, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, Combo.
Yeah, Grasso is tough to finish. Like, I know somebody in the chat the other day was saying like possible head kick. They keep seeing the head kick. Maybe it's hard to say, man. Like, if a head kick do land, I see it landing, but I could see Grasso. I could see her recovering from it. Because she does keep a high guard. I think she BJ, you don't sound too sure, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know, man. Because it's like, this is probably like her most dangerous opponent that she's fought so far. Like her most skilled, not dangerous per se, but more like her most skilled opponent. So I don't know if she's gonna be in there with that skittish stuff, man. Like, that's the thing. It's that skittish stuff that she does, man. I don't know how that's gonna translate in a fight with Grasso, especially if Grasso is outboxing her. You know, if Grasso putting that boxing pressure on her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't like that pop shot that she be doing, like, that ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah. Ooh, man. I'm just kind of thinking now, because when I saw Aaron post that a month away, it really makes me kind of wonder, like, you know, and the way Aaron's been talking too, like, they're really gonna have to be looking out for who the one is gonna who's going to look the most impressive here? Because Aaron's chasing that shot again.
Yeah.
And Natalia, she is too, because she already said she could fight now if they gave her the shot. But of course, we got to get by Grasso. I just think that if she does like 30-27 Grasso, that stands for a lot. The 30-27, the former champion.
Yeah.
And that might get her in there. But man, like if there is a big finish, I think it really is going to take a big finish to make Aaron and Macy really has the end in the finish to me. It has the end in the finish for them to
just to even compete with who, what I'm saying, just to even be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it hard for the UFC to choose the next flyweight title challenger. You know what I'm saying? Like make it hard on the UFC. Is it the winner of this fight or is it the winner of that fight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody got something to prove all four of them got something to prove when they come out there. And maybe they'll do the Whaley thing next and make the winner of these two fights fight each other. We very well could be looking at, they're both of their next fights. You know what I'm saying? Macy could be fighting Silva next. Silva could be fighting Macy, or Aaron could be fighting Silva. You know what I'm saying? Or either vice versa. So it's going down, man. But I know Macy Barber. I've been pushing Macy Barber a lot, but Erin Blanchfield ain't about to lay down and let Macy beat her though.
No, she ain't
about to lay down and let Macy beat her. Erin Blanchfield is coming to fight. So, Erin Blanchfield coming to fight, and she's a contender in this whole flyweight tournament that's going on. She's a solid contender. But I'm glad that flyweight is at a place, Combo, where we can say that. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever wins out of these two fights, they're both in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, and even the losers of this fight, you know what I'm saying? Who else gonna beat them? Like who gonna come up and beat? If let's say Natalia Silva and Macy lose, you know what I'm saying? Who about to beat them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like who about to really beat them next? So
that's what's crazy, man. Like Valentina gonna have her work cut out for her right now because a few years back it was just her going down the ranking. It was just like, all right, who's next? All right, Andrade, Chikeg, and Murphy. But now you actually got fighters that's gonna make it interesting. I mean, you got Whaley on one side trying to move up the challenger. Then you got this challenge coming up May 10th. But then you got these other four girls down here at the bottom that look sharp and ready to go. They got their little mini tournament going on, but every fighter is looking more quality than before. Every fighter is showing a better quality, and that's what's gonna make it like even tougher, man. Because as the competition gets stiffer, just like Amanda winning her little streak, but somebody's gonna come out taking that belt again. I see it, man. Somebody gonna come out taking that belt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, like you've been saying, you got your Cavalcantis moving up. You know what I'm saying? You got your fighters coming up. You got Norma Dumont out there. Like somebody gonna challenge for this belt, But flyweight, the top of flyweight is a shark tank right now. It's a real shark tank. It's a real shark tank.
Yeah, it's I don't even know when I do my little fight live on May 10th. I don't even know I'm gonna be able to eat yet, man. I might have to watch. Let me focus on this card, man.
Bro, we might have to fast on that day, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fasting on that day.
Yeah, we need to watch these fights clear. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there full with a full stomach. We need to fast that day, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Paul said I sent you the picture I got with Macy. Check it out and show it to the chat if you want. Okay. I'll put it up here now so y'all can see it, BJ. Oh man, hold on. I gotta check my email through here. Okay.
I got a picture with Macy Barber. How about that?
Macy Barber. All right. Let me see.
That man got a picture with Macy Barber. Was she short? Be real, Paul. Be real, man. Was she short?
I see nothing come through yet. What'd you say? She's short.
Is she short?
Yeah, she is like what 5'3", I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
How was Fatima versus Angela Hill go? Angela Hill, Colossal. You know how they. You know Angela Hill will beat up Fatima Klein. You know that.
Angela Hill gonna beat Fatima Klein.
Colossal said, "How would Fatima versus Angela Hill go?"
Dang, man, he thinks she gonna beat her.
Angela Hill, the dream killer, dog. She the dream killer. I know they'd be glad when she retired, dog. I know they'll be glad when Angela Hill retired. They like, man, get her out of here. Sam Hughes gonna be happy. Fatima Klein gonna be happy. They all gonna be happy with Angela Hill gone.
Yeah, because she's like the champion on that level, you know. people can't get by. Dang, Paul, did you send it to the right email? Because I'm not seeing it, man. Make sure you got the right. He said he sent it to me.
Check your spam.
Hold on, let me see if it's in my spam. Gmail, does Gmail have a spam? Seem like they're pretty
It's
good.
called like trash or something like that.
Oh, okay, hold on. No, it ain't in trash or spam. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me move it to my box real quick.
Oh, hold on, James. James said Hill the only OG that played the gatekeeper role to a T. Don't forget about Chikagian. Chikagian was the number one gatekeeper, boy.
Yeah, the only thing put her out right now is her. She's
pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant right now.
I think Tuke will come back for a couple more fights though. For sure.
You think she will?
Oh, absolutely. I think once she has that baby, Tuke will be back for a couple more fights.
Oh yeah.
She got the baby thing out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She got the baby thing out the way. I think Tuke she gonna straight up be like, all right, now, the baby thing is over with. What y'all got?
And shoot, we'll need that money for that baby college fund too. You know,
facts, yeah. I think Tuke might put another little run together. We'll see, but she can do it. Tuke can do it. I think she can.
Maybe against some of the lesser girls. Like, what do you think? Like, I'm still hooking this picture up real quick. Do you think she could beat Karine Silva?
Yes.
Dang, you said that without a doubt, man.
Absolutely.
What about Tracy Cortez?
Yes.
Okay.
She'll beat Rose too.
You think so?
Yeah, she'll beat Rose. Tuke will beat Rose. Absolutely. Yes. 100% Tuke will beat Rose.
Let me ask the chat on that. Do y'all think Chikagian beats Karine Silva now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Here we go.
James said Rose is done.
You said Rose is done. Well, I mean, they got her fighting Miranda now, so.
Yeah, we ain't talked about that. We got to talk about that soon.
Yeah, because to me, that fight just didn't make sense, man. They could have done better with that. Like, they could have gave Miranda somebody like Lipsky or Karine Silva.
Rose just trying to get a win at this point.
I honestly didn't know Rose had kind of, fell that far down, in my opinion. I didn't think it was. I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean?
Not panning out like she thought it was.
Yeah, no, like she really having to work because she fought 3 times last year. That's the most she's ever fought. She used to going in there and here y'all go. Paul's hugged up on her like
Paul cheesing.
Look at Paul. He hugged up on her like he took her out. He took her there,
Paul. Oh, that ain't just a regular picture, Paul. Y'all head to head. Okay. Yeah.
He telling everybody that's his girl now.
That's his girl right there. Okay, yeah. Paul, I see you.
Okay. Paul in business right now.
Yeah, that was Anthony Smith that he was flicking off. Anthony Smith was flicking Paul off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was. But that's what. Yeah, G Frank. That's what's up, Paul. Hey man, that's good, bro.
Yeah, and that's cool. Yeah, that's cool for Macy to do that. Shoot, these fighters, most of them ain't really like stuck up like that anyway.
No,
And never
no.
really get that vibe from Macy Barber anyway. I think she appreciates the fans like that. So
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
Yeah, a lot of the fighters I've met have been super approachable. Like I met Sarah McMahon. I met
Mhm.
Sarah McMahon at a local fight. I've met two UFC fighters at local fights here. You know what I'm saying? And first one was I was like, wait a minute, man. Because my homeboy that was with me, he was like, hey man, that girl over there looked swole. You know what I'm saying? I was looking because she's from this area, which I keep forgetting that she's from this area and stuff. And he was like, that girl looks swole. And I was kind of diagonal behind her, so I couldn't really see. And then she got up and walked her daughter to the bathroom. I said, that look like Sarah McMahon. You know what I'm saying? And then she came back. I said, yo, that's Sarah McMahon. And she heard me say that. And she looked over and I jumped up. I was like, what's up, Sarah McMahon? She was like, hey, how you doing? And I told her, I got a podcast. So she was like, that's really cool. She's like, you want to get a picture? I said, yep. Took a picture with her. And then the same thing, Stephen Thompson, man. I didn't even know that was Stephen Thompson. He looked so short in person, bro. Like I didn't know that was. I was like, that's Stephen Thompson. Like he looked tall in the cage, dude, but he is not tall.
Like he do look tall in the cage because when he hunches over.
And I'm thinking Tyron Woodley must be tiny then. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyron Woodley was way shorter than Wonder Boy, but dude, he looked tall, but he is not.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. Took a picture with him too. He's super like, he's like a, you know what I'm saying? He acts like a Ken doll. You know what I'm saying? Like real person. Like in real life, he acts the same way that he looks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Little, kind of just straightforward, like clean edged.
Yes. Hey, how are you doing? Yes.
Yeah.
So, like it was kind of like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, what's up, man?
So I'm gonna go out to one of these Invicta cards one day, and I'll bring my stepladder to take a picture with Megan Anderson.
But he gonna need it, dog. You gonna need it. You gonna need it, dude. Because Megan Anderson, she's legit. They say she's 6'1", but
yeah, because they used to list her as like 5'11". I was like, nah, man, that girl's 6'1".
No,
she's
6'1", yeah, and she be wearing heels.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. No, James, I got a picture with Wonder Boy, and we stand in the same height, bro. And I'm like 5'8", 5'7". I swear he wasn't no taller than me, dog. I promise you. I swear, man. Like, what is his height listed at? Come on, look that up quick.
Oh, come on now. They listed him as 6 foot.
Ain't no way in hell, dog.
Man, at the weigh-ins, he must be wearing like them heels and
Bruh, ain't no way that dude is 6 foot. There ain't no way, dude. I was looking at that dude eye to eye, bro. Ain't no way he's 6 foot. That dude looks short as I don't know what, man. Couldn't believe it was him. I was like, well, is this somebody like acting like they Stephen Thompson? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was looking, I was like, is that really him? Or is that somebody acting like Stephen Thompson, like an impersonator or something? No, it was him. It was him, dude. I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk up to him, talk to him for about 10 minutes. He asking how long I've been doing podcasts and stuff. I told him. He pulled his phone out, went and subscribed and stuff. I got a little notification. Wonder Boy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Shoot, with that being said, though, man, like I need to. I've been thinking about it. I know I was talking about that the other day, man. I might get back on the interview. Might get back on the interview train, man. I don't know.
You need to get Miranda. You need to do a refresh, catch up with Miranda Maverick. Try to get that Aaron Blanchfield. Didn't you say you talked to Aaron Blanchfield?
Yeah, I have. Like, was it pre-UFC or I can't remember. I talked to her and Emily Ducote. I think it was
pre-UFC.
Yeah, her and Emily Ducote. Like Emily Ducote, I think I had talked to her before she got into it might have been like her first couple fights in the UFC.
bro. You could get Sam Hughes.
Yeah,
Big fan of Sam, but this is how I get him. I send him a link to videos where I'm talking about him.
well, you know, me and Sam did an interview like 4 years ago.
Yeah, you need to get Sam
Yeah,
back on
so,
that, dog.
yeah.
Yeah, get Sam back on.
Who else? Shoot. Yeah, there's a few of them, you know, even like Invicta, you know, that's why I used to go to, like a lot of the Invicta girls, you know, I used to reach out and just bring them on. Shoot.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Caitlin Young, you know, that was always one of my favorites all time. And when I got to interview her, that was like, okay.
That was a good interview too.
Yeah.
I thought you was about to say Caitlin Neal or something. I was gonna say, wait a minute, Combo.
Oh no, you know.
I thought you was about to say you interviewed Caitlin Neal. I'm about to say I missed that one.
Oh yeah, you gonna miss that one, all right.
That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Man. But yeah, they need to, man. Like, who you trying to reach out, man? One more time.
Who I'm really trying to reach out to. I've been trying to reach out to. I did hit up Mackenzie Dern. She read it, but she ain't said nothing back. Mm-hmm. I did hit up Dern. I didn't get no answer from Dern. Yana always says she gonna do an interview, but I don't think. I think it'd be me not following up with Yana, but I'm gonna try to get Yana. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to talk to you, especially if she can win this fight, man. I would love to talk to Yana. You know, her English is so much better now. You know what I'm saying? Because at first she didn't speak no English.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, Yana didn't speak no English at all, dude. But her English is better. I would love to interview Yana, but I haven't really been reaching out like that, dude. Like I know there's a few people I can grab again, like Deanna Bennett. Like I need to get Deanna again. You mentioned something about that the other day as well.
Yeah.
But Deanna was a fun interview, man. That was
my favorite right there, man.
that was a fun interview, man. She started right out the gate with her shit.
Bro, look, I was on a road trip one day. This was like maybe a couple years ago when you did it. And man, that junk had me cracking up, man.
Bro, she is wild. Deanna Bennett is wild, but it was, dude, that's great. And she's always down to do it too. So I just gotta get her back up.
Yeah, that was a good one. I could always reach out to what's her name too, the bare knuckle champion, Britain Hart.
Hart. That'd be a good interview, man.
Yeah, she recently just got a new channel and subscribed, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Britain Hart. She always been cool. There's a few BKFC fighters. Yeah, George, I talked to the other girl from Invicta FC that just scored a knockout. Like I didn't interview, but I just, hit her up and talked to her, congratulate her on her fight. What's her name? Jamie Eden. She the featherweight that just knocked the girl out from Power Slap. Yeah, I talked to her behind the scenes, but yeah, I just didn't really felt like doing it for a while, but yeah, I might jump back on it. I might do them live too if they want to, so they can see how the people in the chat be acting up.
I'm telling you, dude. Yes, sir. Paul said, "Can we get Ebos? She's funny."
I talked to Ebos before.
Dude, I would love to interview Ebos, man. Just listen to that voice. That voice.
Yeah.
Her voice is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like that. Well, I'm probably gonna start reaching out here soon, man. Trying to score a couple more. I want that Macy Barber too, man. But Macy ain't trying to interview, man.
Man, I think with some of these fighters, like they get so many like trolls, they just try to stay away from like the social media platform.
They gotta realize we ain't trolls though.
Right, exactly. Like they try to stay away from being trolls. They try to stay away from being too interactive, you know what I mean? But it's like you got to see who's really like gonna put you out there in the right way. And I mean,
yes, who's gonna represent you in the right light? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I always say, like, when I'm interviewing a fighter and they start when I'm hitting up a fighter and they start asking questions, I send them a link so they can see. I'm like, listen, this is one of my shows. I send them like an old, like I'll pull up, that's like, say for now, if I hit up somebody and they say like, oh, what type of interview? I'm gonna send them like a Steve Garcia interview or something like that, or send that Deanna Bennett interview. Like, hey, this is how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to represent you in a good light. Let's get it cracking.
Man, I know what my favorite interview, my favorite interview I've done was probably Lindsey Van Zant.
Lindsey Van Zant. Okay, yeah, yeah.
That girl was a trip, man, because we got to talking, man, and it was on Zoom. I used to record them on Zoom, so we just got to
Yeah.
talking, and we was doing the interview. She laughing, we joking, and I look up in the corner, and I don't see the little record sign, and we were talking like 15 minutes. So
Oh no.
I was like, Lindsay, we got to do this again, and she was just like, oh, that's cool. So when we when we
Yeah.
started the interview and we did it again, it was just like we that was exactly what we were talking about. She was just picked right back up, and she was like, oh, that's cool, because we were still talking after the interview too. So
Yeah.
I always liked her, but
Yeah, man. Some people carry on after the interview. Like me and Steve, what I'm saying? Me and Steve will talk after interviews, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, hey man, like, like after this last one, when I pointed out like the sponsor things that he's doing, like modeling the necklaces and stuff like that, he was like, hey man, he was like, I really appreciate you calling that out, man. He was like, because that's something I don't really do, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he's like, I tell you, pay attention, you do your homework before we do interviews and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, man, I always check and see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew you played golf. That's how I knew, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you always like looking at my hobbies and shit. So I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I need to reach out to Sam again too, man, because she started calling me by on a first name basis. I was like, hey, you supposed to be calling me Combo. You ever call me by my name already?
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, get Sam back on, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a Sam interview. Man, when the last time a Sam Hughes interview popped up on YouTube, man? Sam got a lot of fans too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these fighters, they got to realize like their main outlets is out here. Like, how many times we got people in our chat saying, oh, I never heard of this person till you talked about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you see, look at Robot Chicken Wing. Steve Garcia is a killer. Love watching his fight. You know what I'm saying? Got people familiar with Steve. Man, I had to interview Steve, dude. Like, I was like, man, I got to chase this dude down. I was relentless on Steve.
I like that interview too. I like several of the ones you do with him. Yeah.
I was like, man, I got to get this dude, bro. Steve Garcia, he hell, man. But yeah, somebody said Dakota Ditcheva. Somebody said try to get an interview with Dakota Ditcheva. I'm gonna hit Dakota. Nah, I ain't gonna hit Dakota up. I ain't.
Why not, man?
I say one wrong thing, boy. Them comments gonna shred me to pieces, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, let me see who's somebody else like in the UFC, like in the flyweight division. Did you ever reach out with Juju? I meant to ask you that.
No, I never did, Juju. But if she wins this fight, I definitely will. Because I want her to talk about everything that's been happening, because she ain't really said it. I feel like I can get Juju to open up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Where your mindset been? What changed this fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you feel in there? Like, I want to know all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need. Yeah. Dang, who in the flyweight division I'm interviewing?
Maybe Aaron Blanchfield.
Aaron, maybe.
That's who you need to interview.
Shoot, I got Aldrich follows me.
Talking about JJ Aldrich?
No, Aldrich, Manone's manager.
Manone's manager.
Yeah. So if I get that translator, may I do that?
Yeah, dude, you can do that. You can do that for real.
Mm-hmm. Dang, man, you can't really get some of these Brazilian girls, man, because you just have to have that translator with them,
Yeah. You gotta have that translator, dude. It's gonna be hard to find a translator, but I remember back in the day in the Bloody Canvas days when we interviewed Carlos Motor, man, he had his translator on screen with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Okay. Some of them, like some people who don't speak English, if they hear the question in their language, they can answer it in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that might help. That's why I was like wanting to interview Alejandra Lara, but she was like, I want to wait till my English gets better. But I think she's to a point now where she can speak English.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think I seen her on her IG story maybe one time or two speaking a little bit more.
Talking in English. Yeah.
Shoot, I want to get Yan Zhan on though, man. Like, I need to do hit her. I need to hit her up in what language does she speak? Does she speak like Mandarin or something? I need to hit her up in that, but that might throw her off and think the interview gonna be, you know, in
in
her
Mandarin.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
But
and you know if you get an interview with Mackenzie Dern, you know you're gonna need that translator too.
you it's gonna be changing up in the middle of the interview.
Mackenzie Dern is wild, dude.
Man, Mackenzie, man, I don't know where that came from, man.
Dude, I don't know either, man, but she switched it up, dude. I remember that time that translator got up there. I'm like, man, get down from up there, dude. Like, get down, sit down, dude. She don't need no translator. Like, come on, man.
She didn't need no translator, man.
Talking about and this, but she shoot him off though. But I was like, she was gonna let him talk too. I was like, come on, Mackenzie, now stop it.
That's the thing, though, man. Like Paul was saying in the comment section earlier, like, had anybody seen the interviews for these girls fighting, you know, this Saturday? And my thing is, like, I hadn't really wanted to watch them, man, because some of the interviews aren't really banging like that anymore, man.
They don't. I got tired of watching interviews. I'll be like, they made me mad. I'm just like, man, I'm not watching this, man. They asking these skim the surface questions and stuff like that, man. I don't want to hear that stuff, dude.
Yeah, like it's the same thing, man. Like, you know, interview I did Bret Hart, Miranda. I feel like, you know, that they're more genuine, you know. Yeah, I'm not just saying that. Even your interviews would be more genuine. That's why I be.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can tune into. Like, I don't really. People think we get our information off the interviews sometimes, but not all the time. So
right, not all the time.
Only whenever Aaron say something wild about Macy. That's really the only time I tune in.
When she said she was gonna whoop Zhang Wei Li ass, though, that's what I'm talking about. But I love that, dude. Like, I love when she said that. Like, I like hearing stuff like that from Blatchfield.
Man, you wow.
She said she'd whoop Zhang Wei Li's ass. I mean, it is.
Did she say that, man?
She didn't say whoop ass, but she said she finished her though. That sounds like an ass whooping to me.
Right.
I mean, it does. It is what it is.
Yo, man.
She said it.
We got one coming up May 31st though, man. But we got to get through this weekend and the next weekend.
Yeah, this gonna be good, man. We in for 2 good weeks.
Hey, all I can say, they're gonna be some tears May 10th, man. I don't know what side, but it's gonna be wild.
I don't know what side. Yeah, we gonna see. Robot Chickenway said Pilastri interview. I'm not mad at that.
Oh yeah, Pilastri's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like to interview Pilastri. She's a dog. I like it. You
know what I'm gonna do to get my feet wet? I'm gonna go back on IG because I was off IG. I'm still off IG. I'm been in and out on it. I might get back to posting, but I just was off there. But I might just start messaging the first 2 or 3 messages. I'll do it.
Okay.
I might do it. I'm gonna just hit some people up, and then I'm gonna be like, "Yo, been a while. Let's get back on.
Let's do it. Yep, let's do it, dude. I would love to sit back for a combo interview, bro. That'll be good stuff.
You know, I would put the. Did you ever make a playlist of your interviews, man? You should do that because you got a lot, man. You need to make a playlist out of all your interviews on YouTube.
I think I need to, yeah, dude, because I got a lot of interviews, man. Like a lot of interviews.
I ain't got as many. Definitely don't have as many as you, but I might make a little playlist and put them to the side, man.
Well, that's a lot of work it took to get them people though, dude. Sometimes, man,
I know.
Bruh, it's a lot of work to get them people.
Especially that Curtis Blades one,
bro. To get Curtis Blades, bro. I've been trying to get him again, bro. It's hard to get him again, dude. I'm telling like, dude, we've done this before. Like, I'm like, dude, this is the link. We did this before already, bro. And he's just like, I don't like doing interviews. He's like, I don't like doing interviews with everybody. I'm like, okay, but we did this before and it went smooth. And then he'll watch it. He be like, yeah, that was a pretty chill one. I'm like, let's do it again. I don't know. I gotta see. I'm like, dude. Man. I'm like, come on, man.
Come on, Kurt. Yeah. Don't be a buster, man. Don't.
But, that was a good. He's got real bad social anxiety, and I get it, man. Like I
okay. I totally got you.
Yeah. It's just like it's hard for me to do that. I'm like, I get it. That's what I mean. He smokes a lot of weed, you know, to help deal with it, you know. So I get it.
Yeah, I respect that. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's I know how it is because even like I was saying, even some of the women, like man, they be having some weird dudes, you know what I mean, in their chats and trolling, just
Yeah,
saying some crazy stuff. That's why you be like,
yeah. That's
I
what Macy said.
yeah, that's why your message might get lost in the mix sometimes because they trying to avoid like these weirdos that be in the comments in their DMs, you know. So
Yeah, Macy said dudes be asking for feet pictures, and
wow,
I'm like, what?
wow, crazy man. These that's what I'm saying, man. The weirdest people, man. Like
Yeah, they messing it up for us.
she need to just like send him a picture of that fist, man, that she gonna drop him with.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and then let our messages come through. Talk back to us. We trying to interview you, like you know what I'm saying. Like we trying to do it for the fans and for ourselves. So shit. But yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna try to set some up, see what I can come up with.
All right. I tell you what, look, if you do it, if you get one on the if you get one on the schedule, man, that's gonna be motivation for me to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. So I got to score one to push combo. All right, that's the deal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. But look, man, this has been fun.
Yes,
Like
sir.
always,
Week
man.
5, dog. Week 5.
Week 5, man. We around 5 deep now,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, gonna keep the train rolling, dog.
Keep it rolling, man.
I
But look,
like doing these.
hey, but y'all, this is what y'all need to do. Y'all see right there next to G Rob's face. That's her promotion right there. No filter MMA. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe there. You know, win or lose, you know, go ahead and subscribe, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Marina, man, hey, last time.
This- he said it's the last time he picking a damn combo.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
y'all heard
man.
it though.
I'm just saying, man. I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to
Combo
be
be
disappointed.
turning on his girls.
No, I don't, man. Look, I just look. I want success.
So you picking Miranda?
um, Against Rose,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well. Let me put it this way. You know, what
That
I'm gonna
wasn't
start.
confident though.
I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Analyst pick is hard to say, but I'm fan pick. I think Miranda. I'm going for Miranda because I think Miranda's better for the division right now. If she can
Okay.
look good, if she can look good too, if she can go in there and dominate Rose or at least win a 30-27, I think that'll be good because Miranda, she's young, man, and she want to fight. Rose is young too, but I mean, she's older in fight years. Sometimes she's done, sometimes she's back. I just think Miranda's in a better place.
We gonna see, dog. That's all I can tell you. We gonna see.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna
Yes,
see.
sir.
So Marina, Yana, and Petrovic. Those are my picks, y'all.
Uh, who y'all got? Because I know I got G Rob, Misha, Juju. I think I'm gonna do a full sweep. The middle fight is I'm neutral on that. Really, it's a hearts pick on that one. Uh, Dang, it's kind of hard picks on all of them, but it's a common sense pick for Robertson and Marina Rodriguez. That's based on what we've seen. Now, if it was somebody else, then I might be a little wavered. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Marina Rodriguez, yeah. Misha versus Yana, I'm split 50-50 on that. Heart
Okay.
pick. Juju is more of a hopeful pick. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Juju get better. I don't want to see her, even if, to be honest, even if she lost, if she just looks better,
Yeah.
I'll be somewhat happy with her just looking better and
Mm-hmm.
fighting better because I know she's capable of more. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think overall, though, man, after we've been seeing the past few weekends, we're gonna get some finishes.
We're gonna get some finishes, dog. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get some. I think this is a good crew to continue on that trajectory.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. Somebody either gets finished or they put on a performance of the night too. That's what I
yeah,
think. So,
yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, man. On that note, man, anything you want to say before we bounce up out of here, man?
No, that's it, man. I'm good. We got it all out here. It's been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. I got my chicken cooling now, so I'm
Yes,
ready to go,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
All right, B. Well, on that, man, we're gonna catch you on the next one.
Yes,
And
sir.
we might have to do an emergency episode when
We
that
might
fight
have
week
to.
come
I
up,
was
man.
thinking the same thing, dog. We might have to do a little. We might have to do a little post-fight recap. I'm gonna do my pre-fight with Taylor. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then we'll do that. We might have to do that post-fight combo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna be that fight week too. It's the week. Fight week is the week that we don't do this show, but we might have to
We
sneak
might
it
have
in.
to. Yeah, we might have to, dog. I'm down.
And if people want to jump on, look, Coach, if y'all want to get y'all Tate, because this is y'all girl, Valentina back.
Ooh,
Tate putting out some, invitations there. If
yes,
y'all need to
sir.
chime in,
Yes, sir. It's gonna
because
be it's a lot going on right now. It's hot right now. Kicking the summer off right.
Beast is coming. That's all I gotta say, man. The beast is coming.
The beast is coming. Hey, the beast is coming.
Beast is coming, and Silva is.
Is she?
Oh boy, see, look at that. He done killed the vibe, man.
I mean, is she though? I mean, no, man.
Okay. All right.
We'll
Look,
see.
Friday, I'm gonna do this resume check, BJ. You better tune in.
Okay, I'm gonna be there.
I keep saying, man, resume check, y'all. It's coming. Because you want to dissect it, we gonna dissect it.
Okay, I'm there, dog. I'm there. I'm there. That's funny though, but I'm there.
All right, y'all. But hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Yes.
It has been a good one. Of course, this is Combo, and let them know who you are, B.
This is your boy BJ from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my boy Combo Breaker 99.
I like that closeout.
Yes, sir.
We out, y'all. Peace.
All right, peace out.